Hello and welcome. You're watching Business Today Television. I'm Sakshi Batra and this is your favorite show, Daily Calls, a show that answers all your stock-related queries. Stock market experts join in on the show to help you out identify the right strategies for your stock investment portfolio. In case you have doubts about the stocks that you own at this point in time, looking at the current sharp correction in the market, what should you be doing on those particular stocks? Is it the time to average or be very, very cautious at this point in time? Well, ask away all your questions. The WhatsApp number is flashing on your screens. This is where you can ask your questions. Don't forget to mention your name, your location and your contact details when you send us your questions. Alternatively, use the YouTube platform where you're watching our show live on. On the comment section is also where you can actually send us your questions, and I'll be happy to have those addressed by top market experts who will be joining us shortly. Let's quickly look at the markets first, and then we'll introduce our top guests to you on the show with us. Well, first up, let's look at the Nifty at this point in time. Remember, this is the aftermath of Trump's tariffs and what has happened in the global markets that you're seeing a sharp cut on the markets today. Almost 940 points of a drop, 21,960. At this point in time for the Nifty. The Nifty Bank is also sharply lower in trades today. We can actually see an over 3%, 3.5% kind of a cut, nearly kind of a cut on the Nifty Bank Index. It's now slipped below 50,000 mark. 2,000 points of a fall for the Nifty Bank. It's actually trading near the day's low, so it's further lost a lot of momentum from the opening losses. 4% cut for the Nifty. All the sectors of the Nifty are also down in the red. Look at the metals. That's where the sharpest fall has been seen. 7.5% cut for metal index. The small caps are down by over 5%. You also have the real estate, autos, IT, mid caps. At least 5 to 7 sectors are actually down by over 4.5%, 5%, 6%, 7%. All of the indices are down by over 1% for sure. FMCG, the least falling one, is down by 2%. Pharma index is down 2.7%. You have consumer durables. There is no hiding place. The only index which is in the green today is India VIX, up by about 58% at 21.8 levels. That's the kind of volatility gauge that you're looking at. All the stocks on the Nifty are down into the red. Sharp losses being seen on Trent, which is down 16%. Tata Steel, Shriram Finance, JSW Steel, Tata Motors, Adani Enterprises, sharp losses, the top drags right there as far as the markets are concerned. Let's welcome our guest on board. Nilesh Jain joins in, Head and Vice President of Technicals and Derivatives Research at Centrum Broking with us. Nilesh, warm welcome. Good to have you with us. Well, this kind of a panic in the market rarely is seen when all the sectors are down by 2, 3, 4%, 5, 7% as well. Markets itself, the benchmark indices, frontline indices losing 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 points, in just a single day. We're at the 10-month low as far as the markets are concerned. What exactly do you foresee from here on?
Very good afternoon to you, Sakshi. Absolutely, sir. Today, it looks like a big carnage day in the Indian equity market. Although some bit of respite we have seen from the lower levels where the Nifty index, after testing lows near about 21,743, has bounced back of close to 200 points. But still, it is facing resistance at its 22,000 mark. Now, important to see the volatility index in the weeks, which has shot up 58% in an intraday trade. This is one of the biggest spike that we have seen in the recent time. In fact, last such spike was seen during COVID. But looking at the IVs, which has shot up sharply, so that basically indicates a cause of concern, and going forward, we are likely to witness further more pain. So it needs to cool off below 18, below 16 for bulls to regain the control. Till the time it is remain at elevated level, one should avoid taking any sort of aggressive long position. Even in the US market, the CBOE wall have also shot up 50%. So that is clearly indicating the pain is across the global market, and in between we may see some pullback or relief rally, but these are unlikely to be as sustainable. So as far as Nifty is concerned, we are expecting Nifty to test the levels of 21,700, 21,600 on the lower side, and on the upside we may see a pullback towards 22,200, 22,300 that might get sold into. And similar is the view with the Bank Nifty as well, where today we saw a breakdown below is 200-day moving average. Not only 200 DMA but also all the short-term moving averages have been taken off on the lower side. So as far as support is concerned, 49,000 is the immediate support, followed by 48,500. It needs to reclaim 50,000 mark for any sort of possibility of a short covering move. And today we are witnessing huge build-up on the short side on both the indexes. So chances are very high that we may see a short covering, but for that we need to wait. As of now, the trend looks on a weaker side.
As of now, trend looks on a weaker side. Okay, Nilesh, we will continue to speak to you about, what should one do on this market, what's the right strategy, but we'll take some questions also from our viewers. Mr. Dasaradi says, good afternoon, Sakshi ma'am. I have 5 lakh rupees in cash. I'm holding already a 20 lakh rupees portfolio. I want to know, with this 5 lakh rupee cash, should I invest now in this current dip in the market in pharma, IT or banks? Could you please suggest any good long-term bets? For sure, Mr. Dasaradi, good to know, Nilesh, that people are actually looking at the long-term time frame and not really getting into a panic despite the sharp sell-off that we have seen today, and are actually looking at building their long-term portfolios, making use of the sharp dips that we are seeing in the markets. Where do you think the opportunity is lying for investors, long-term investors especially, to put in money today?
Absolutely, Sakshi. So this is a much more matured thinking now we are witnessing in the Indian people now. So investors are definitely wants to use these opportunities. But as I mentioned at the beginning, the market sentiments are still on a negative side. So ideally, the approach should be to buy in a staggered manner, buy in multiple tranches. So if somebody is sitting on a cash, then I would say deploy 20% or 25% today, and the time horizon should be at least more than 1 year, because these are the opportunities to accumulate quality stocks from a positional perspective. Purely from a trading perspective, we are avoiding to take any sort of long position, because we are expecting further downtick to continue. So deploy 25% at current level. If at all you see any 2 to 3% correction, then another 25% can be deployed. And the quality stocks, just want to name few stocks. Sectors that should be in focus should be financials, banking, PSU banks, and also cement pack, insurance space. Avoid IT and pharma for the time being till the time we get any more clarity, because due to this tariff war, these are the sectors that have impacted the most. So avoid pharma and IT for the time being. Focus on insurance, private sector bank, PSU bank, and also NBFC space, and also realty pack as well. Ahead of RBI policy, the focus may shift towards the rate sensitive stocks. RBI policy is the next big event to watch out for. But yes, from a positional perspective, blue chips are the better place where one should focus on.
Blue chips are the better place spaces where one should focus on. Okay, Mr. Shalikram Zawar says, I need your advice on Kernex Microsystem. What would you advise on this one? Is this a stock to look at? Okay, I think this is for fresh investments that he's looking at. Kernex Micro, let's look at the current levels of the stock. It's trading at 737 again today, 9.5% loss in tandem with what's happening in the markets. But in the last 6 months also, we've seen quite a choppy trade, especially right from say December of 2024. It's only been downhill for this stock. What would you advise clearly at this point in time for this particular stock? 47% on a year-to-date level already has been lost on Kernex. What should one do?
If you look at Kernex Microsystem, which is currently trading at 738 rupees, and you have rightly pointed out, we have already seen more than 50% correction from the top in last 1.5 year. In fact, in last 6 to 8 months. So looking at the overall setup, it looks like it is likely to fall further towards the levels of 700 to 670. So these are the immediate level on the lower side one can expect. The structure is looking weak. If somebody is looking to make an investment from a positional perspective, then yes, it can be bought. But purely from a trading perspective, the structure is indicating that there may be another leg on the lower side. So better to stay away from a trading perspective. And as far as support is concerned, immediate support is at 710, and resistance is currently placed at 810. So if it breaks above 810, it will be considered as a double top pattern breakout. Then we may see the levels of 900 or 1000 as well. But at present, at current level, it's an avoid.
Okay, got that. I hope, Mr. Zawar, this has answered your question. We have this next question from Harsh. He says, please advise buy, sell, or hold on this one Tata Motors and Yes Bank. What should one do? Tata Motors, especially today, we've actually seen one of the worst kind of falls for a single day move as far as Tata Motors is concerned, right after, say, probably February of 2022. This is right after Tata Motors has taken this decision to stop its supplies, shipments of JLR to the US after the tariff announcements were made. The stock had already been reeling under a lot of consolidation and a corrective period over the last 5-6 months. Now at 563, what would you advise for those holding, say, maybe at around 11-1200 kind of levels and had been waiting for some kind of a turnaround? Should they use this opportunity to average? Should fresh investors look at it? How should one do?
Well, Tata Motors have been one of the underperformer within the all auto stocks, and the
Yeah.
structure is still not confirming that we may see any sort of possibility of a rebound in this particular counter. But yes, since it has gone into extremely oversold territory, there could be possibility of a pullback. That pullback may take this counter towards 600 to 650. But purely from a positional perspective, if somebody has already bought it at higher levels, then I would say keep your time horizon at least for a year or plus. Then these opportunities, these dips can be bought, but do not expect any sort of V-shaped recovery. You have better options available within the auto space that may outperform compared to this particular counter. But Tata Motors, to me, it's an avoid taking any fresh long position. But yes, if already bought, then stay put and keep a trailing stop loss somewhere around 535. And in between, from a short term perspective, as mentioned, there could be possibility of a pullback. Yes Bank, on the other hand, see, after a sharp decline that we have already seen, looks like the stock is forming a base formation. It has a multi-month, multi-year support somewhere around 15 rupees. So ideally, that should be the stop loss for the long position. And the similar view here as well. Do not expect any sort of a sharp rebound in this particular counter. A gradual up move can be seen, up move towards 18.5, 20, that can be seen from a short to medium term perspective. But keep a stop loss at 50 rupees.
Okay, fair point. Let's take some other questions that are coming in from our viewers again. We have a lot of questions on our YouTube, so we'll start taking those questions too. Kamlesh Narkhede says, लॉन्ग टर्म के लिए क्या थोड़ा थोड़ा करके सीमेंस एलएनटी ट्रेंट जैसे शेयरों को खरीदना चाहिए क्या? तो क्वालिटी स्टॉक्स में अभी भी निवेश करना चाहते हैं. ट्रेंट में आज 16-17% तक की गिरावट है. एलएनटी इंफ्रा का पोस्टर बॉय और सीमेंस में आज तेजी भी थी. यहाँ पर बताइए कि कौन से शेयर में अब आपको लगता है कि खरीदारी के ऑप्शंस बन रहे हैं?
बिल्कुल, देखिए एमएनसी स्टॉक्स में बिल्कुल फोकस करके चल सकते हैं. एक काफी अच्छा करेक्शन हम कैप गुड्स सेक्टर में हम देख चुके हैं. तो सीमेंस इट्स अ गुड बेट. वी हैव सीन अ स्प्लिट टुडे एंड नीचे से काफी अच्छी रिकवरी भी हमें देखने को मिल रही है. तो इट्स अ गुड पोजिशनल बाय. Buy in a staggered manner in this particular stock, and apart from that, L&T, yes, there is no doubt about it. It's a quality stocks within Infrapack. So positionally, these are quality stocks, and that is what we have been saying, that these are the opportunities to accumulate quality stocks, blue chip names, where you are getting a decent correction from the top. So yes, these are the bets where one can start accumulating. But yes, avoid trend, because there was multiple impact in this particular stock, and that's why we are witnessing close to 17 to 18% correction. So till time we don't see any clarity in this particular counter, better to stay away and avoid from a short term perspective.
Okay, got that. Next, we will take Tekpal Bhatia's question. He says, long term के लिए buying price बता दीजिए. टाटा टेक्नोलॉजीज में अगले 6 साल तक के लिए अगर व्यू हो तो क्या टाटा टेक में अभी खरीदारी करनी चाहिए? ये एक ऐसा टाटा समूह का स्टॉक है, आईपीओ के बाद से काफी ज्यादा इन्वेस्टर्स स्टक फील कर रहे हैं स्टॉक में, क्योंकि बिल्कुल कहीं पर भी तेजी की उम्मीद या निकलने का, प्रॉफिट बुक करने का मौका बहुत ही रेयर अगर मिला होगा तो भी मिला होगा, नहीं तो ज्यादातर लोग स्टक ही हैं जब से आईपीओ में निवेश किया है. आज 600 के लेवल्स पर ये 7% तक की गिरावट पे ट्रेड कर रहा है. क्या सलाह देना चाहेंगे यहाँ पर नीलेश?
वेल साक्षी, बिल्कुल सही कहा आपने. जब से इस पर्टिकुलर स्टॉक की लिस्टिंग हुई है नवंबर 2023 में, तब से यहाँ पे लगातार जो गिरावट का सिलसिला है वो कंटिन्यू होता हुआ नजर आ रहा है. एंड आई एम श्योर जो लोगों ने इस पर्टिकुलर आईपीओ में अभी भी बने हुए हैं वो काफी निराश होंगे इस पर्टिकुलर स्टॉक के प्रदर्शन से। बट स्ट्रक्चर अभी भी वीक है क्योंकि लगातार एक सीरीज ऑफ लोअर टॉप एंड लोअर बॉटम फॉर्मेशन बनती हुई नजर आ रही है। आज एक गैप डाउन ओपन हुआ है तो एक ब्रेकअवे गैप यहाँ पे देखने को मिल रहा है, तो दो वो इंडिकेट कर रहा है कि काउंटर अभी भी और निचले स्तर पर फिसल सकता है। 570 550 तक के लेवल तक ये काउंटर लेवल टेस्ट करता हुआ नजर आ सकता है। तो अगर फ्रेश खरीदारी के पर्सपेक्टिव से लॉन्ग टर्म व्यू है तो यहाँ पर देखिए थोड़ा सा स्टैगर वे में सिमिलर अप्रोच यहाँ पे भी रखने की सलाह होगी। 550 या उसके नीचे फिसलता है तब एक कॉन्ट्राबैट लेके चल सकते हैं, बट जब तक कोई कंफर्मेशन नहीं मिलता है शॉर्ट टर्म बॉटम के तब तक बेहतर होगा कि यहाँ पर don't try to catch the falling knife. So better to avoid taking any sort of long position at present level. लॉन्ग टर्म नजरिया है तो एक ब्रेकआउट के बाद इसे खरीद के चल सकते हैं।
ओके, नेक्स्ट हम लेते हैं मौमिता का सवाल। ये कोलकाता से और लिखती हैं, आई साक्षी, आई वाज अवे ऑन अ हॉलिडे एंड केम बैक ओनली टू सी दैट देयर इज ब्लड बाथ इन द मार्केट। व्हाट डू यू एक्सपेक्ट इन द मार्केट? Will it continue to show us downward momentum? And what should an investor who's a stock picker look at this point in time? Any good stock idea here? Momita, yes, it would have been better if you had extended your holiday and probably just stayed there because the markets are definitely not looking good. But like you said that you are a stock picker and you may be actually looking at an opportunity here to invest in too. 21,860 on the Nifty, there's a 1,043 point of a decline. And like Nilesh, you've been also pointing out that yes, for long-term investors, sharp cuts do offer an opportunity to invest in because maybe sooner or later things will turn okay. But fundamentals of the stocks which are strong can actually provide you that good extra hedge. So any key stock idea from your end for Momita?
Absolutely, Sakshi. So, as mentioned, the focus should be on stock rather than on index. Although today we have seen a good rebound from the lower levels, and the level that today's low is very important because it's a multi-month and multi-year support for the Nifty. 21,740 is the low, and 21,700 to 21,750 has acted as a very strong support in the past. In the year 2024, we saw multiple bottoms near those levels. So quite possible that today could be a panic low and we may see a gradual up move from here. But again, as mentioned, do not try to time the market. These are the good opportunities to build the quality portfolio. The quality stock itself are available at a corrected price. So a few names just want to highlight within large cap space. So first preference should be on the banking. So counters like HDFC, ICICI, Axis, these are the few private sector bank which are available at a corrected price, but do not expect any sort of V-shaped recovery. Buy in multiple tranches. There could be possibility of a further downtick from here, but you should have some cash in your hand to average out this position. Within PSU banking space, counters like State Bank of India continues to remain our preferred bet. And within insurance pack, HDFC Life Insurance Corporation, these are a couple of insurance names that are also looking positive. And OMC, since crude oil have witnessed a sharp decline, so OMC stocks should also be in one's focus. So IOC, BPCL, where we have seen good dividend yield as well. So these are the stocks can be added in the portfolio.
ओके, गॉट दैट। चलिए, यहाँ पर भी आपको एक लॉन्ग टर्म क्लैरिटी मिल गई है कि किस तरीके के स्टॉक्स को आप देख सकते हैं निवेश के लिए इस गिरावट में। लेट्स टेक द नेक्स्ट वन। दिस क्वेश्चन इज ऑन फ्रॉम मनोज भाई कपाड़िया। इट्स ऑन BSE। ही सेज 45 शेयर बाय किए हैं 5,105 पर। यहाँ पर अब क्या करना चाहिए मुझे? BSE के स्टॉक को लेकर आपसे आउटलुक जानना चाह रहे हैं। जब बाजार में इतनी तेज गिरावट हो तो BSE जो कि डायरेक्टली एक्सचेंज है, इस स्टॉक में भी रिफ्लेक्शन देखने को मिलता है और आज 8% तक की गिरावट है। 5,070 पर है अभी चल रहा है और इन्होंने 5,100 पर खरीदा हुआ है, तो ज्यादा नुकसान तो नहीं है, लेकिन क्या कहना चाहेंगे BSE पर?
देखिए साक्षी, बिल्कुल ठीक कहा आपने। मार्केट की करेक्शन का डायरेक्ट कोरिलेशन है एक्सचेंज के स्टॉक्स पे, हमें इम्पैक्ट भी देखने को मिलता है। तो यहाँ पर अगर इस पर्टिकुलर स्टॉक की बात करें, जिस हिसाब से देख के लग रहा है कि इन्होंने हाल फिलहाल की ही खरीद की है इस पर्टिकुलर स्टॉक में, ट्रेडिंग के लिहाज से लिया हुआ है तो एक स्टिक स्टॉप लॉस जरूर फॉलो करना जो है 5,010 के आसपास का। अगर थोड़ा सा पोजिशनल नजरिया है तो मेरे ख्याल से दिस इज वन ऑफ द क्वालिटी स्टॉक जो आप अपने पोर्टफोलियो में ऐड करके चल सकते हैं। नजरिया थोड़ा सा लंबा रखें क्योंकि काउंटर में पोटेंशियल अभी भी है कि ये 6,000 तक के लेवल दिखा सकता है गोइंग फॉरवर्ड। बट अगर मार्केट इसी प्रकार से कंसोलिडेट और करेक्शन दिखाते रहता है तो यहाँ पे थोड़ी और गिरावट कंटिन्यू होती हुई नजर आ सकती है। तो ट्रेडिंग के लिहाज से स्ट्रिक्ट स्टॉप लॉस के साथ एक बार के लिए बने रह सकते हैं, बट पुल बैक अगर 5300 5400 की जोन में आता है तो वहां पे मुनाफा भी मान लें, क्योंकि शॉर्ट टर्म के लिहाज से अभी भी हम एक्सपेक्ट करके चल रहे हैं कि ये जो कंसोलिडेशन है वो यहाँ पे कंटिन्यू होता हुआ नजर आएगा।
Okay, fair point. Let's take another question then. This one is from Ankur Modi. He says, Hi Sakshi, good afternoon. Markets are crushing down today. I want to ask, should investors like me buy new stocks in this fall, or should one keep averaging the stocks that they have in their portfolio? It's a valid question, Ankur, but it will be nice if a few stocks are named so that our guests can actually guide you better, because to give you just a blanket view without understanding the names that you are in will not be very appropriate. In case you have sound fundamental top notch stocks from blue chips and quality mid and small cap names, then probably it would make sense, but giving you an overall blanket view will not be possible. But how would you guide investors at this point in time? This is a dilemma, Nilesh, that a lot of people will be facing, that yes, my portfolio is already bleeding, but yes, this fall also gives me an opportunity on the stocks that I have been keeping on my watch list. So what should one do really?
Absolutely. So, see, first of all, you need to see what kind of stocks you are holding in your portfolio. If the quality is good, then yes, definitely you can continue to hold your existing long position and you can average also. But without knowing the holding, I won't be able to comment on those stocks. But if somebody is already holding the positions in the large cap quality names that we have mentioned, a few of them already, so yes, you can continue to hold and keep averaging as well. But ideally, you should have quality stocks in your portfolio. Keep tracking the quarterly numbers as well. If the guidance have given good for the coming quarters, then yes, these are the stocks that you should have in your portfolio. So my view is that if you have stocks like top banking names like HDFC, ICICI, Axis, or maybe Kotak, then nothing to worry. You can use this fall as a buying opportunity from a positional perspective. Even SBI as well is looking good. And apart from that, other large cap names that we have not pointed out, but Nifty 50 or Nifty 200 are the quality names. If you are already holding in your portfolio, then continue to hold, keep adding, keep averaging, and keep little positional view, because right now, from a short term perspective, we believe that this kind of volatility is likely to remain. And for next 2 to 3 months, we still feel that the markets are likely to remain extremely volatile. We have multiple events lined up. So use these corrections as an opportunity to build your portfolio in the quality stocks.
Okay, I hope, Ankur, this has really helped you out in understanding the way to approach the market fall at this point in time, and look at your own stock portfolio as well to take, good view there. Let's take the next question. This one is from Samvit Nageshwar. He says, Good afternoon to everyone. Good afternoon to you also, Mr. Nageshwar. Hope you're well. He says, I want to know in this correction, shall I invest in banking, NBFC, and financial sector laws? What is the view on the entire space at this point in time? Nilesh, should remember, like at the start of this new year, banking, financials, they all came in as big consensus bets. Of course, like you pointed out, RBI's policy will be important to watch just about 2 days from now. How things progress will be important. But do you think, till some extent, from this entire external shock of tariff, banking and financials provide you some safer hedge?
Absolutely. So, as mentioned at the early market commentary, so banking, financial should be in focus, because there is consensus call that RBI make a 25 basis point this time. But even if that doesn't happen, going forward, we may see that rate cut is happening. So, as of now, looking at the tariff war, the banking, financials, this looks likely safer bet, and if at all we see any further dip, use this dip to average out your position if you already have invested in the banking and financials, or otherwise we are expecting, or otherwise as mentioned, that we are little bullish on financial space as a whole. So keep your view positive on these financial names, and use every dip as a buying opportunity, but horizon should be more than 1 year, because next 2 to 3 months would be crucial for across all the global market. So yes, these are the things that one should watch out for.
Okay, Nilesh, let's look at the market yet again. There's this fresh round of sell-off that's happening. Remember, in the morning, we had sharp lows, slight recovery thereafter, but now you're again seeing some sharp cuts. 21,840 right now for the Nifty, and we are also looking at metals now cracking about 8% in trade, nearly 6% of a fall for the small caps, 5.5% fall for real estate, IT down by 5%. There's a fresh round of pressure that's emerging. You can also see the Nifty Bank at this point in time now down by 4.3%. What exactly do you foresee? Do you think the morning low will be tested yet again? If that is the case, then where do we see this going for Nifty and Nifty Bank?
See, morning low is very important and a crucial support. That's the multi-month support for the Nifty. That's 21,740, and it is very. It's quite possible that Nifty may revisit those levels, but very difficult to say whether in an intraday trade Nifty will test those levels again. But structure-wise, as mentioned, after today's gap down opening, it looks like a breakaway gap, and we are expecting Nifty to test 21,600 to 21,500 going forward. Quite possible in this week itself we may see those levels Nifty testing. But any pullback towards 20 to 300, 20 to 500 might get sold into. So better use this pullback to keep booking profit and exit from the long position if you have any sort of short-term bets if you have taken. But yes, as mentioned, these corrections are giving you a good opportunity to accumulate quality stocks, and nothing to worry. Do not panic. Today's low is very important. If at all we see Nifty breaking below the same, then next round of selling will take Nifty towards 21,600. Now, in last few minutes, if you observe, positive development was seen in India weeks where we have seen more than 60% spike, and that is still a cause of concern. Till the time it doesn't cool off, the market is not out of the woods yet, and we may see further selling pressure.
Okay, fair point. Hopefully, things may improve, but difficult to say right now. In the FNO space, Nilesh, there are some stocks that are in fact bucking the trend. In this week market, delivery, for instance, is up 3.5%. Torrent Pharmaceuticals, Godrej Consumer Products, GMR Airports Infra. Anything that you look at on the buying side as far as the FNO space is concerned?
Apart from rather than looking at FNO space, one should look at the sectors that is giving more comfort. So FMCG is something that we are little bullish. Looking at the market volatility, it has also fallen the most today. So FMCG basket consumption story is still intact, and these are the correction that can be used as a buying opportunity within the consumption space. So we are very much bullish on the stocks like Dabur, Tata Consumer, and HUL, and also paint stocks like Asian Paint, Berger Paint. This can be played from a trading perspective, and FMCG is a good play to add in the portfolio from a short to medium term perspective. These are the corrections which are giving you a good opportunity to accumulate FMCG basket as a whole. Financial, we have already mentioned, banking, and also cement pack. So that is providing more comfort. What needs to be avoided, that is IT, pharma, metals. So these are the sectors one should avoid. The broader markets are witnessing more pain, and we have seen a lot of underperformance in last 6 months in the broader markets. So that's why we have been saying time and again that focus should be on large cap, avoid the broader markets.
Okay. Avoid the broader markets at this point in time. We'll definitely keep an eye out on that as well. We'll take one more question with you, Nilesh, before we thank you. And this one question is from, again, one of our viewers. This is from Mr. Lalit. Says, I need an overview on JSW Infra for a time frame of 5 years. Could you please guide me?
Right. So JSW Infra, today, in fact, we have seen a pain across all the stocks, all the sector, and this stock has also witnessed a sharp decline. But positionally, this stock looks good to me, and it is likely to find support somewhere around 260 to 250. So good stock to add in the portfolio. From a positional perspective, this stock has a potential to test 400 plus kind of levels, and today, although it has broken below its 200 moving average, so purely from a short term perspective, we may see further selling pressure to continue. But yes, positionally, more than 2 year 3 year time kind of time horizon, this is looking good to me. But buy in multiple tranches, do not buy at one go at current market price. So keep your cash in your hand and buy up to the levels of 220, keep a stop loss below 200, and we can expect a rebound towards 340 in the short run and 400 to 450 from a positional perspective.
ओके गॉट दैट। चलिए यहाँ पर भी आपको राय मिल चुकी है। उम्मीद करते हैं आपको यहाँ पर सही स्ट्रैटेजी जो फॉलो करने के लिए जो उम्मीद दी गई है आप उसे फॉलो करेंगे और डेफिनेटली अपने पोजीशंस को आगे बढ़ाएंगे। विल थैंक यू देन नीलेश, थैंक यू सो मच फॉर बीइंग विद अस ऑन द मॉर्निंग एडिशन ऑफ डेली कॉल्स एंड स्टे ट्यून्ड, वी विल कंटिन्यू टू गेट बैक टू यू टू अंडरस्टैंड मोर अबाउट द मार्केट्स एंड द वे फॉरवर्ड फ्रॉम हियर। थैंक यू सो
Thank you,
मच
sir.
फॉर योर टाइम। All right, viewers, we will now get into the second segment of our